watched last week, I might have mentioned that at the end of the trip we took, if I turned left, there's some more roads, some more trails. So this week, I got the Jeep. I got Charlie Ho behind me. We're going to take a look and see how things have been in the past couple of years. Been a while since we've been out. They are putting a housing development in at one end, so we're going to take a look and see. I did notice there's more tire tracks, so, and like I said earlier, there are a lot of ATVs and side-by-sides for people who live around here to come up and run this stuff. But these tire tracks look a little bit wider, so there may have been some Jeeps or full size up here. Popular area to park. I'll just leave it at that. You do lots of things when you're parked. We've come out here before on the way exiting, coming the opposite direction, and passed cars with foggy windows. Just lots of different things. It is muddy, so it's going to be sloppy. There's some gravel. There is a cell phone tower, I think, up here, so the road's maintained to a point, and after that it's not. Again, this is, to the best of my knowledge, a county road that is no longer maintained. Cell phone tower. I gotta remember where I'm going, because if you make a wrong turn, it's hard to get out, because we were in here one evening and Eric lost a door glass and busted his half cab top. And if I run out of memory card, I will reload. I wasn't thinking to check before I hit record. And again, this is 10 minutes from my house, I think. 10 minutes? Yeah. A lot of people aren't lucky enough to have areas so close to go off-road, so I'm going to take advantage of it. Last time I was up here, I think there was a Duramax Chevy 1-ton stuck right about here. I'm getting old, these bumps don't feel as good as they used to. Down here is a tight turn around a tree. Go ahead and nope. Oh, come on. there's some more. Alright. Yeah, nothing serious, but fun little trail. Talking last time we stopped, neither one of us aired down, but that'll just make it a little bit more fun. Stay out of the ruts all the time. Okay, I think this is where we turn. We turn right. Let's stay right. Remember any of this? Am I going the right way? And we'll go take a look. We're trying to get to a trail they call the end of the world. And if we find it, you'll be able to see why it's called that. Because it feels like you're dropping off the end of the world. But once you get to the bottom, there's a nice trail next to a creek, a couple of cutbacks, a little rock ledge. Yeah, here we are. This is it. A few years ago we came out here in winter, probably about the same time of year, and we actually had winter and things were frozen and the ice was pretty thick, so I got my Explorer all the way out on that ice covered mud hole there, and all four wheels broke through at the same time. About, I don't know, 6 inches of ice. It was fun. Bent a tie rod. I think it's all. Trees new. And contrary to what people think, I hate mud. I don't like mudding. I don't like when people refer to what I do as mudding. If I need to go through mud to get where I'm going to an obstacle, great. If I don't, I will avoid it. Unless I've spent all day in two-wheel drive and I'm bored. Alright, the tree looks like it's not going to fall, but it's also kind of low. We're good. Here we go. great views from up here. To my left, Reedsville, overshadowed by the paper mill. Another time, Eric and I came out here in my Explorer and ended up going down a trail we weren't familiar with. It was almost dark, and I had to go underneath of a tree on the way down, and I may have skimmed the roof a little bit, but it was already beat up. I didn't care. But then we had to turn around and come back up, and on the way back up, I thought I could still clear that tree. Hit my windshield, popped it. That was windshield number 2. There should be a few step downs on some rocks down here. Like I said, I'm horrible at video editing, as I've never tried it yet, but I will try to speed through some of the areas where there's not as much action. I don't want to say that. It's all about all the action. I'm just glad I'm out here. I can't for the life of me remember the name of this road. It's something with a farm, something farm road. That's the technical term. Something farm road. Alright, you stay towards the right because of the posted signs. Alright, here's the rock steps I was talking about. And then down here is where the tight turnaround tree is. Yeah, buddy. Alright. I know you guys can't see as much as I do. It's a fairly nice little obstacle. See if I can get Charlie. Yeah, I'm lazy. I'm recording with my phone through my rearview camera, or rearview mirror. Alright. Now, well, someone's come through and dug it out a little bit. It used to be much worse. I've had it up on 2 wheels coming down there before, because I like to party. There's a muffler. There's hopefully not a beer bottle that's broken. There's some more mud. I'd say it's deceivingly sunny outside. It's still kind of chilly. And tomorrow is a high of 61. distance to have something like this. And we are on a county road outside of Fairmont, West Virginia, and there's a tree down. We might have to bypass that. I think we're getting close to the end of the world. But for now, we got a really good view. Really hard. If I knew which way to look, I'd probably see where my house is. Typical West Virginia, there's a cell phone tower every half mile. Okay. Alright, you go that way. You can see Shinston Power Station. Charlie's probably wondering why I'm doing that. You know, Charlie and I have been friends for I'm going to say the better part of 10 years. Yeah, I would say probably 10 years. And we met through a Jeep club. So, lots of lifelong friendships start off-roading. So go off-road more. Alright, I think we go this way. To the other world, it's going to be slick going down. I said it's a pretty substantial drop down to the bottom of this. I'm not going to call it a mountain. We'll see. You can go down the bottom of this ridge to the creek. You go down the holler. You go down to the holler. There's my West Virginia for today. On down the holler to the creek. That means we're going down to a creek. Alright. Now to the left, they were supposed to have been putting in housing developments. I don't see any houses. That's good to know. But we are at the end of the world. We're going to go look. After some scouting, we decided that it's a little too wet to risk plummeting 300 yards down the hill without stopping. So we're going to come back at another date when it's drier. The fun part now is seeing if this road's blocked off down here. Last time I was out here, there was a gate. So we'll see. But that concludes this week's episode of Jack Off-Road on the YouTubes. So you guys have a good day, and hit the like button and tell your friends about it. And if there's anything you want me to talk about or discuss while I'm doing this, let me know. If you have any questions or anything you want me to elaborate on, we can do that. I'm gonna leave this off because I'm kind of curious to see if there's a gate. It's also Kevin's birthday, so I think we may go have an adult beverage. He's 62 years old today. Not really. He's also if you saw him on Instagram, has the Ranger on 33s that's currently getting 2 new half shafts and a steering rack. Stupid IFS. But he'll be bringing it on this year's Appalachian Adventure. I'm kind of jealous because he'll be able to sleep in the back of it. I'll have to pitch an earth top tent. Alright. Oh, yeah. I think I go this way. Oh, yeah, look at that. Well, this used to go down to I'm not gonna call it a river, but it's a large creek, the Buffalo. And I had a Jeep ride out here one day, and we were coming down to the water because there's a couple hill climbs. You can drive through the water, get a cool picture, blah blah blah. And there were some people living in a tent or camping in a tent there for the weekend. And the last Jeep through, so this guy came out of the woods with a woman who covered herself with a tarp and asked if there was any more people coming through, because he's about to have some fun with his old lady. And we just kind of left. Didn't want to be a part of that. So they definitely have cleared this. But I don't see any houses. Oh, Jesus. For those just tuning in, I have the bladder of a 70-year-old man. Every time I hit a bump, it makes me want to stop and get out. I'm going to hold it. Alright, so we've had people down here. I don't know how recent, but alright, there used to be a house sitting, I'm gonna guess right around here. Which means this should be the road out. I'm seeing gravel. Where the house was. Okay, so the fun part about this is if it's not gated, it pops out in someone's yard. It pops out in by someone's house. I won't say the name. That though will be another episode if I can make time to get down to my dad's house and run a county road down there. Last time I was on it, I popped up in the middle of someone's summer barbecue. Yeah, last time I was out here was 3 years ago, and this looks exactly the same as it did 3 years ago. And there's someone parked. entrance out. So all right, no gates. There you have it. Urban wheeling. All right, hit like, subscribe, tell your friends. You guys have a good one. See you later.